So we are in Faversham in Kent. It's a beautiful little medieval town. We may be a little bit biased because it is our current hometown. However, we spent a lot more time here in the last 2 years than we were anticipating for obvious reasons. And we started to notice that things around here are a little bit weird. Let's show you what we mean. So we are starting our weird tour of town at the local country park. Now it's obviously not that weird for there to be a country park on the outskirts of town in Kent.
Of town, what kind of accent was that?
I don't know, I lost my words for a minute then. But this is no ordinary country park, is it, Josh?
Nope.
What's different about this one?
It's a gunpowder mill.
Yes, it's not a gunpowder mill.
Oh,
that's a restaurant. Oh, bless him, he's thinking about food as usual.
It's a restaurant.
It's an old gunpowder works.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
They used to make ammunitions and everything here for the wars, and it's now a country park. But you can still see
this
parts.
is where we run.
We do come here exercising, but you can actually see parts of the old works here. So, like in this building here, there's actually like the old milling stone and stuff that they used to use to grind it all down.
You can normally see inside, but it looks like they've
shut the shutters over.
The shutters. Oh no.
Oh no. We're in luck.
This is a lie.
I don't know how well you're going to see it, but there we go, look. Oh, they've left a little hole. Oh, they've left a vlogging hole. They knew we were coming. Oh, thanks. There we go. So, yeah, they would have used that to mill all the gunpowder.
It looks like they painted it because it wasn't that colour.
It wasn't, no, I think they have, yeah,
so
probably to preserve it.
I think you can come here and do like a tour.
Oh, can you really? Why have we never done that?
I might be wrong. No, there's something down.
Oh, the visitor centre.
The visitor centre.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can still
We'll have to look into that.
We'll have to look into that.
Also, there's some creepy bits down here. These bits always creep me out a little bit where they've bricked up the entrances, because I always think there's going to be like somebody in one of them, or a mythical creature's going to jump out and try and eat us.
I mean, I just want to camp in there. If I knew about this when I was a kid, bearing in mind I've lived here my whole life, I would be down here, playing in here, like, you know, being a camp and all that.
And that's probably the exact reason they bricked it up, because I'm assuming it's probably not safe. I mean, look at it, so...
Saying that, they're not bricked down there, so we could technically go in there. We're not going to.
No, we're not.
No.
Hello? Oh, actually, no, I shouldn't do that, because if somebody pops out of there, I'm actually going to die of fear. No.
Could you imagine?
No, let's not imagine.
Like, down there, bye!
No, because it is actually
how are you?
It's quite creepy here in the evenings, because it's quite quiet, apart from us.
When we came down here last year, there was like a little Tinkerbell with no head.
Oh yeah, nailed to one of the trees.
Nailed to one of the trees, and I saw it on Instagram, and it did have a name, and I can't remember what it was.
I'm not going near it though.
Why?
Because it's late in the evening and there's no one else here.
Be cool though.
Let's go and say hello to the other person that's here though.
Oh. So this is the only one in Faversham that I know of that's actually a carving out of an old tree.
No, they've got the ones up in the wreck now.
Oh, that's right.
But this is the only one that's an old man.
Right.
I've given him a name as well.
What's that?
Terry Carver.
Terry Carver.
Get it? Terry Carver.
Right, yeah.
I'm a genius.
Bravo, you're funny. You're
Hold
really
the applause.
Funny. Sure, anyway, onwards.
Back to town. So before we get back into the centre of town, there is one more thing we need to look at this side of town.
Correct.
That is kind of connected to the gunpowder works.
Kind of.
And it's really, really random because it's just in the middle of this kind of residential estate.
You had never been there before until I took you there, what, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
About that, yeah. Lived here for just over 2 years. He'd never even taken me there.
There's probably still so many things in Faversham that I've never seen, and I've lived here my whole life. So.
Probably, yep. That sounds about right. So here we are. This is actually an old watermill.
It is. It's kind of like creepy around here at night.
It is a bit of a creepy vibe, isn't it? I mean, look at it, there's actually not any water in this bit at the moment, but we'll go around this side in a second. You can kind of see it a little bit better, but I think they do open it up still, don't they? And you can go in.
I've never seen it open.
I think it was open a couple of weeks back on the weekend, so yeah, you'd have to check if you wanted to go inside. Yeah. But we'll go and have a look at the front. It's called Chart Mills, and I thought it was really random when Josh showed me. I was like, how have we never seen this before?
Well, I have.
Well, you have. I didn't even know it existed. Well, it's dark around this side, isn't it? Also, this tree's really weird. It's like a doner kebab.
There's also a lot of gnats down here.
Don't get bitten. I can't believe how dry it all is around here at the moment though. I mean, we are in the middle of a heat wave, so. But you can just see, like, whole residential area, historic Watermill. I think it's absolutely fascinating. It's brilliant that it's still here though, because, you know, when they built all the houses and everything, they could have quite easily demolished it, but I'm assuming it's listed in some way. It's probably protected. He's doing Instagram, as usual.
And thumbnails.
And thumbnails.
And thumbnails.
But look, it's kind of cool. I think it's really quirky. Also, look at this lamppost. That's really quirky as well, isn't it? Really old-fashioned.
It's a nice little place to just sit,
it's
chill.
a proper little hidden gem.
Because it's quiet.
Anyway, back to the town before it gets dark. Now, we can't mention weird things about Faversham without mentioning the Shepherd Neame Brewery. Now, it's not that weird to have a brewery in a town, obviously
not.
But if you're a resident here, or you've ever visited here,
or if you're standing here right now,
the smell is very weird, especially to people that aren't used to it. When I first moved here and smelt this, I was like, what on earth is that?
Personally, I love the smell. I know a lot of people that don't like the smell.
But there's two different smells. There's one that's like a really strong hoppy smell,
which is the one I like.
And then there's one that's like a shitty smell.
I mean, I very rarely smelled this smell.
But it's there.
It is there.
But yeah, it's one of those things, it's a bit like Marmite, you either like the smell or you don't. So if you are a resident or you've visited and smelt it,
comment down below and let us know.
Let us know. What do you think of the smell?
Sorry.
And the bugs love it.
There's bugs everywhere.
We have actually done a tour inside the brewery thanks to our friend Stacey, which was absolutely fascinating. So we'll link that video at the end if you want to check out what it's like inside there, because it's really, really interesting and it's more modern than it looks from the outside. So I think every town or city has like an iconic centre building, and this is Faversham's. But as you can see, this Guildhall is actually built up on stilts. I've got a fun fact for you.
I've never been up there. What's the fun fact?
The fun fact is, there was a previous Guildhall before this one that was built up on stilts so they could hold the markets underneath.
Right.
But the local Faversham residents got a little bit excited one night, celebrating some Napoleonic War victories.
Right.
And they, well, they accidentally burnt it down. Oh. So then they rebuilt this one, and they kept the whole stilts thing. Oh. And obviously they still have markets here today.
Well, there you go.
But I thought that was fascinating. Those wild Faversham residents. Now, these old metal water pumps you see in so many historic English towns and villages, but this one is so nicely decorated. I mean, look at it. A lot of the time they're just kind of black or rusty, but this one, it just looks amazing. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Wonder if it still works.
It probably would, but they put locks on there so you can't use it.
It'd be interesting to find out though if it did actually still work.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, I reckon it would work. A bit of oil, probably a bit rusty.
Wouldn't want oil in your water either. Now, in the spirit of the video, I've got my Stranger Things hat on tonight, and the reason being is there's this weird little doorway in the town centre that I've always wondered where it leads to. So it's either leads to the upside down, hence the Stranger Things hat, or there's like a secret garden thing.
I'm assuming you mean this little door here.
Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, it doesn't fit the rest of it.
No, it doesn't. No, you're right.
So comment down below if you know where that door leads, because I'm intrigued.
This is our very old cinema, but
I've never been in there.
Which I'll take you in there eventually.
I do need to go in there because, you know, little independent cinemas like this aren't really.
No, it's still got the very old seats, so that's probably why I've not been in there.
But look what's at the entrance. Why's she got her bangers out?
I don't know. Why not?
I don't know, but there's one either side. What a welcome. Also, it's not the only pair of bangers you're going to see in this video. Oh wow, just look how the sun setting is casting that sort of orangey red glow on the spire of the church.
Golden hour.
Golden hour.
Golden hour. I'm going to climb up and get my golden hour.
Okay, see if you can see Quasimodo up there.
I don't know.
Told you it was weird round here.
Yeah. We're a bit weird.
Now, I think officially the smallest residential house in the UK is somewhere in North Wales. Unofficially, it's right here in Faversham.
We also have some borrowers.
We do. Look at this. How cute is this?
Someone's actually put like people in there.
Yeah.
Christmas time they put some little lights in there.
These little guys have appeared quite recently. There's Mrs. Burrower in a little knitted jumper, which is really cool. And then round the other side, we've got Mr. Burrower. He's got knitted trousers and all. He's really cool. The genuine reason it's here though is because this is where the Royal Abbey used to be here in Faversham, and that is actually a depiction of the inner gateway. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Neither did I until I read the little plaque that I've just noticed on the front that I've never noticed before.
I'm the kind of person that don't read plaques, I just look at things. So I just wait for Jason to give me the information. I'm like, yep.
Now, as much as not every town can boast an old Gunpowder works as a country park, not every town can boast a walking boatyard that you can walk through as well.
No, I love walking through here. We did this during lockdown. We run through here.
It's really cool, isn't it? Like, and it's constantly changing through here. And as you're about to see, not only do you get to witness like boats being done up and weird little Rosie and Jim boats and things here.
Rosie and Jim.
Also,
British, you'll know what that is.
Some very weird things randomly appear.
Very weird.
With no rhyme or reason.
I'd love to know who made it and what it is.
Shall we go and see her?
Yeah.
Let's go and say hello to our friend. Cow's just randomly on the bank of the creek enjoying the sunset. And there she is. We have absolutely no idea why she's here, how she got here, where she came from. I'm assuming it's outer space.
She's got a handbag.
She has got a little handbag. How cool is that?
She's changed.
She's
from the last time.
She's a changed woman. She's got a lippy on as well. Look at that. But if you haven't watched the channel before, this is Belinda with the big boobies. I told you would see some more bangers.
That's what we named her.
We did.
Used to have like a mohawk.
She still has.
But she used to have hands with like long claws.
Oh yeah, she did, didn't she?
Where's the mohawk?
I have no idea.
That's
the mohawk.
pigeon on her
Oh,
head.
it's a pigeon on her head. Oh, she's turned into the lady from Home Alone 2.
Yeah, she's changed.
You're a changed woman, Belinda. Also, when you was walking down here the other day,
Yep.
something else weird appeared, didn't it?
Yes, so there was an ice cream truck all spray painted gold and had like instruments and plates or something like that all over it. I'll insert a picture now. And I thought, oh, that's different.
But
And
it's
it was gone
gone.
the next day.
Or it's moved. One of the two.
We're still yet to find it.
Yeah, but we did get a picture, so that's all good. But it is, funnily enough, spray painted the same colour as Belinda. Maybe it's her spaceship.
So these are the Rosie and Jim boats we were on about. There's one there, there's one there, there's quite a few more down there, but
Rosie and Jim, Rosie and Jim.
If you don't know what that is, Google it.
On the old rag doll.
anyway, sunset.
It's beautiful.
It's very nice.
So is Faversham a bit weird? Absolutely, but it is weird in a kind of quirky, quintessentially British way, which means you just kind of have to love it. We love it anyway, but then we might be a little bit biased, as we said at the beginning. If you want to check out more of our adventures here around our hometown though, check out the playlist on screen now, because we've barely scratched the surface, and if you think your town in Kent is weirder than this one, let us know, because we want to come visit.